there, guys, and welcome to another Factorio Friday Facts discussion, number 315, new test servers, and I'm joined by Bombug, as always.
Hello, everyone.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing, dude? Ready for the weekends? Enjoying some nice patch notes?
Oh, yeah. Always good. Friday is awesome because it's a Friday and we get the Friday Facts.
It's good that they keep it going every single week instead of going just silent like a lot of companies.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So this week, pretty interesting, not really too in-game related, but it's actually pretty interesting, I found. So they built some new test servers, all this written by Clonin. So they weren't actually servers themselves, like server bays or anything, but they're high-end PCs with the hope to gauge performance, speed up running tests, and potentially consolidate the number of servers we are maintaining internally. The two lucky CPUs were the i9 9980XE 18 core and a Ryzen 90 or 3900X 12 core. And you can see some pictures of all that beautiful hardware.
It's like a $2,000 CPU, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's really nuts. Um, so basically, they're using the time to complete their test suite in heavy mode is a benchmark. Heavy mode basically saves and reloads the game each tick and compares the CRC of the map from before and after. It is super slow to run, but the heavy test is critical to help finding possible determinism issues. There is some more info on heavy mode in Friday Fact 63, which was like a really long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's
um,
years back.
yeah, years. Kind of shows how long they've been using that. So basically, as a baseline, the standard quote unquote CPU in the office for developers is the i9 7900X 10 core. And you'd actually mentioned, which is interesting, 10 core seems pretty rare. Like, neither of us really even knew 10 core CPUs existed.
Yeah, I'm so used to like 8-core processors and stuff. And then, jumping up to much higher number. I didn't expect a 10-core.
Yeah. Um, so that's like their standard computer, which runs heavy tests in about 530 seconds. In real time, this is 8 minutes and 50 seconds. A long time for a team member to sit around for results before they can push. We can do better. As you would expect, the new 18 core was blazing fast with a test time of about 400 seconds, shaving off over 2 minutes. However, the Ryzen was a different story with a test time of about 600 seconds. This goes against what we predicted, where more cores and higher frequency mean lower test times. The initial results from the 12 core Ryzen were worse than from the 10 core Intel. Not a good start. So after some digging and research, they basically arrived at the answer that the RAM was the problem. When they ordered all the parts, they didn't really put much thought into the RAM and just got standard 2666 megahertz RAM. But after looking at a local site that had some in stock, they got 3600 megahertz Trident RGB Neo, a high performance RAM stick made exactly to suit our Ryzen CPU.
The RGB, the RGB is really important there.
Yeah, I
You get
mean,
the lights going and it makes it either much faster or much cooler. It's really.
it adds huge performance. It's a must.
Mhm.
Um, so after installing the new RAM, we had a test result that better matched our expectations, 450 seconds. We knew beforehand that Ryzen liked fast RAM, but we didn't realize how significant of a difference it could make. So now we have set up both these new machines to run tests automatically after each commit, and we are very happy with the result. The new i9 can compile and run heavy tests faster than our old i7 can compile and run just normal tests. Having it run automatically also frees up individual developers from the responsibility of running heavy tests locally so they can just push as normal and continue working, which is really, really good.
Yeah, test suites can get pretty slow. They were saying, what, 8 minutes 50 seconds for their normal builds. That's actually like that's a pretty quick set of tests that they have. All things considered, I've had some companies that I've worked at where their test suites take several hours to run.
That's
Uh,
insane.
yeah, so a lot of times you make a small change, and you just let it run overnight. You come back in the morning and see, oh, something failed. Okay, one more change. You let it run and you work on something for the rest of the day. You come back the next day. Oh, something failed again. Okay, make another change.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's
god,
like a vicious cycle of just never actually getting to ship any code.
that's
So,
ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah, and
seeing them have like separate servers where their engineers can go and continue working without using their own machine and to have things go a lot faster, that's just really important for their new sort of continuous integration or continuous deployment cycle that they talked about in one of the past Friday Facts.
for sure. Yeah, this is really good. And also one thing that someone mentioned in the Reddit discussion for this, which I'd also thought of, and maybe they did this but just didn't mention it. I feel like it would be really interesting and a good test for them to put this really good RGB RAM into the Intel's machine and see if that increases the or improves the test time even more. Because the way they said this, it sounds like they only put the good RAM in the Ryzen machine.
Hmm.
But I feel like if they put it in the Intel one too, they may even drop below 400 seconds for that.
Yeah, that could definitely be a thing.
Yeah, so moving on. Server room organization. Alongside building new servers, we also had some new storage shelves installed in the server room. So this week I spent some time moving the servers from their old home of the floor into the new racks and moving a lot of the PC junk cables, mics, fans, etc. Spidertron. No!
No,
No!
no.
We need that in the game. Keyboards, SSDs, headphones, etc. that had accumulated around the office into the server room. Uh, which is pretty nice. Is that those are at the very bottom left? Those are like toolboxes. At first glance, I thought those were gas cans.
I thought that too.
I was like, is this for like a quick like burn and escape if they get raided or something?
Oh yeah,
Just
can't let anyone get this code.
yeah, just dump
Just
it
burn it.
on. That'd be hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so they got tons of stuff here. We now have 10 servers. Some run tests, some do the deployments, etc. We are hoping to reduce this number in the future as we can have one beefy PC do the work that's currently handled by multiple older, slower ones. So that's pretty cool. Tech upgrades are always awesome.
Yep, and it's good to get things organized while they're, I guess, since they're not doing too much development work right now, getting things reorganized and ready for the new deployment cycle.
Mm-hmm. So there's that, and then lastly, a really cool community spotlight: novice invasion. So this week, someone posted on Reddit, Bladjomir. It's a video of this modded base after you had respawned all the biter bases. I was really in awe at just how different the game can feel once you start adding and combining mods, especially when it is coupled with the classic Red Alert 2 soundtrack. So I messaged him asking if I could include his video in this Friday Facts, and he took the time to create a brand new video for us to showcase. Um, and then, as someone who grew up playing old RTS games, these videos really hit on some nostalgia for me. What I'm really proud of on behalf of the team here is just how well the game supports mods. It really is just so amazing to me that we have an engine now that can be extended and overhauled by mods and just works. And I completely agree. I think the mod support for Factorio is probably one of the best out there.
Yeah, it really is excellent. A lot of games offer some modding for like UI, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe World of Warcraft or something, but Factorio really goes all they're like, hey, you guys are single player, multiplayer, but it's non competitive. Just have access to everything. Do what you will with it.
Yeah, which is really cool. Um, There'll be a time when Factorio base game is finished when we have made the game we set out to make. Yet, even though our vision is complete, anybody can come along and implement their own ideas, rework what we have done, and even theoretically turn off the base mod and make essentially their own new game in the engine. So, in the super long run, I believe that mod support will be critical to keep the gaming community alive, and continuing to improve the modding capabilities of the game is a strong possibility post 1.0 support updates, which is a really good thing to hear. They uh, sporadically or periodically do add like additional modding support things, and it's really good to hear that they kind of have that same plan in mind even after they finish adding their own features is, they'll continue adding modding support and more things modders can do.
Yeah, that is excellent. It seems like they're designing their game from this viewpoint of they provide sort of the base API of the game, and everything that they add for their own stuff will go through that, just like any mod will, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're saying you can just disable the base game mod and run whatever you want. And if you look at the history of games, we've got so many awesome games that came out of mods. You've got the whole what would you call it? I think PUBG and DayZ style games came from Arma mods, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got uh, Dota came from what, Warcraft 3, was it?
Yeah, it was like a Warcraft 3 or Warcraft 2 custom game mode that someone modded
Mm-hmm.
and made.
Yeah. Oh, and same for Auto Chess, right?
Yeah.
So there's just so many good opportunities here where you let creative people latch onto your engine and start doing what they want, and they'll just make their own whole entire genres.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's really cool. Um, yeah, so I'm super excited. I am gonna watch this video on video here, but I'm gonna mute the sound because I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright striked for having Red Alert 2 sound or
Yeah.
music. So no music. I definitely recommend guys that you go watch this because the music goes perfectly. It's a really great soundtrack, but just for my safety, not gonna play the music. This is super cool to watch. So they added quite a few mods. You saw some like kind of non-vanilla like tanks there. You can see, uh, and they have these special like enemies and like projectiles. This is all from the Rampant AI mod, which is pretty cool. Adds a really new kind of aspect to the biters and how they operate and stuff.
Yeah, they're really like actually tearing through the base and not just little weak sauce biters.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm watching it like 45 seconds. I love his just like tunnel of turrets and walls that the trains drive through.
Yeah.
Artillery pulls in, just fires away, and oh my gosh, this is so crazy.
You can see the bots struggling just to repair everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just know he got like at like a minute 10. There's like the like dragon's teeth wall thing, and then there's landmines filling in the gaps. That's
Oh, I
like
didn't
so
even notice the
smart.
mines.
Yeah, I didn't either until this time watching it.
I don't think anyone notices the mines in Factorio, let's be honest.
Probably not. And that's pretty much the video. It's super cool. This makes me want to play like a Deathworld. Um, this is really, really crazy. But
Yeah, get some
yeah,
actual pressure for defense.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it. You have any other thoughts?
No, I think we've talked about a lot of cool things this time. I guess seeing all of those cool PC parts, I'm getting a little build hungry. I need to build a new machine, get my own powerful computer.
Yeah, dude, you've been needing a new one for quite a while.
Yeah, it's about time. The pixel games are starting to run a little difficult on my computer.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I think that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Uh, we appreciate it. Leave your thoughts below on the forums and Reddit. And until next time, we will see you later.
See ya.